and gentlemen, introducing...
You're watching NZOWN. Now on September 8th, that's last month, Audio Empire released their debut self-titled album, and today I'm talking to a couple of the blokes from Audio Empire, Dan and Nick.
Hello.
Now please describe to me what your roles in the band are.
I'm one of our guitarists. Adam, our vocalist, he plays guitar as well, and I do all the twiddly bits over the top.
Twiddly bits?
Yeah.
And you?
No twiddly bits, I play bass.
Now, Audio Empire, for the NZOWN viewers out there who don't know much about you guys, let's have a bit of history, please.
Righto. Well, we started about 2 years ago. It was myself and our drummer Nick Clark who originally started the band. Mm-hmm. The various members sort of flew in within sort of, 3 or 4 months of each other, eh? And then, we've all got pretty common goals and that sort of thing with music and what we want to do with it, and it all just came together nicely. Yeah. Now,
I've heard that you guys have got quite different musical backgrounds. There's some classical training in the mix, bit of drum and bass as well, is that right?
Yeah, I'm a pretty big D&B fan, eh? So, saw Antiform not too long ago, and that was awesome, and hanging out for Pendulum at Big Day Out, so, yeah.
So how did people with such diverse musical backgrounds come together and make the music that you guys are making?
Far out. Good question. I think, from my point of view anyway, I had been playing with other bands and whatnot, and got a lot of different styles and genres and that sort of thing, and kind of came to a point where I realised I wasn't going to achieve what I really wanted to with the bands I was playing with. And I was the last one to come into the band, and sort of found these guys practising in a little storage unit down in Parnell, and it just kind of all came together, and we all just sort of, for some reason, for whatever reason, we're on the same page, and I think we sound the way we do because we're all so different, and when it all comes together, it just sounds like us and not really anybody else. So.
Do you agree?
Yeah, completely. So we're kind of like, I guess, Voltron, you know? It's like you have the little bits, and when they come together, it's like the sum is greater than the parts. So yeah, it's really good the way it's all worked out.
Yeah. Now, stylistically, you guys choose to align yourselves more closely with American rock groups such as
Foo Fighters, Smashing Pumpkins, Breaking Benjamin, Velvet Revolver. I think there's been a couple of comparisons there, hasn't there?
I think we didn't kind of intentionally intend to sound like those guys rather than New Zealand music. It just kind of happened that way, and when we kind of got halfway through the recording process, we listened back to it and went, this really doesn't sound a lot like New Zealand music, so we just kind of went with it, really. It just sounds the way it sounds because, yeah.
You raised an interesting point. Do you think that New Zealand music is a genre in itself?
I wouldn't say no to that. I mean, a lot of it really depends on the environment that these musos are coming from, though. If you listen to a lot of New Zealand music, you're going to sound like your influences. Given that we've got a lot of influences in our entire band, I don't think we sound like anything in particular except ourselves. So, yeah.
I think we're in danger of heading down that path of being a genre. When you talk to people and say, what sort of music are you into, and they tend to respond with, a bit of R&B, hip hop, and gangster rap or whatever, and then they chuck New Zealand music in there, and it's kind of like, well, there are different genres within that as well. So, yeah, there's kind of a line there somewhere that we probably should be a little bit careful of, I guess. Yeah.
I'd have to agree with you. Now, let's get back to the band anyway. Yeah. Don't want to get too deep, eh? Let's talk about the album. Now, how long have you guys been working on it? Because you've been together for 2 years?
Yeah, that's right. We actually started working on it in March of 2007, and it started out initially as a 4-track demo. Yeah. We got Paul Matthews into the mix to produce and engineer it, and we actually got really lucky because the results that we were getting were so good that Paul actually decided to put his trip to England off for a little while and put the offer to us, said, look, I've got time, we can finish this and make it an album, what do you say? And we said, heck yes. So, I mean, the results speak for themselves in my opinion. Paul did a fantastic job. We had Hook master it down at Dudley Studios in Hamilton, and again, awesome result. Couldn't be happier, really.
Now, Paul's got quite a few credentials himself. Of course, he's worked with bands like Tadpole. Who else?
Well, he was actually in Stylus. He did Blind Spot's first album, I understand. And, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty impressive repertoire, really.
And stylistically, it's kind of, it's aided you guys in what you wanted to get across on an album?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's got, just a wealth of expertise. And he just helped us, just get the songs to where they are, and gave them that extra little something to push it on. So really happy with it.
I was having a listen to 2 of your singles. You had 3 singles, but the first one was Goodbye Las Vegas? Or was it the second?
No, it was actually. Ironically, it was intended to be the first one, but then at the last minute we pulled it back and put The Great Escape out first, and then did Vegas second. So, yeah. It's all a bit backwards, but yeah, Vegas was second. Yeah.
Because Goodbye Las Vegas, to me, compared to Lights, which is the most recent single, they're quite different. I think it's good that you've actually gone, here you go, here's a bit of what we do, but here's actually something which is almost entirely different to the other song. Would you agree, or am I just totally off the point?
No, I think you're right. Like, again, that's just, I would say, more than anything, our different influences coming in, where different songs will sound different to each other. I mean, we didn't want an album of tracks where everything's really similar to the point where it's a bit generic. So, yeah, we like to mix it up, and I guess that's an example of it.
The whole album's like that. It's kind of a drawer full of odd socks, if you like. It's all a bit, it's doesn't follow any particular themes. It kind of jumps around a bit, which is good, keeps it interesting.
It's a nice analogy. I always imagine the odd socks going away to some magical land somewhere. Maybe they've all gone and had a holiday. Your music's gone and had a holiday somewhere magical and come back.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's worked out for the better, and I mean, just as a unit, the songs that we're writing now, they're still as diverse as the album, but
probably more so.
Yeah. But at the same time, we've got more of an idea of what we should sound like or what we expect to sound like. So the results, I think, are even better.
Yeah.
And if people are liking, the sound of your music and want to hear more of it, they can buy the album now in stores and online. Whereabouts from?
In stores, best bet is JB Hi-Fi, CD and DVD store, or Real Groovy. Online, we've actually just gotten it onto iTunes, amplifier.co.nz, or smokecds.com.
Anywhere else? You look like you were going to say something.
No, there's multiple online places I noticed the other day, actually. So, yeah, pretty much anywhere.
Popular band.
Let's hope so.
And, as you said before, your MySpace page is where you can actually just have a wee listen to some of your bits and pieces, your songs. Yep. Videos up there as well?
Yeah, we got all 3 videos or links to YouTube on the MySpace site, and that's myspace.com, Audio Empire Band. So...
with 1D.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for the CD in stores, it's the one with the Zeppelins on the front, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And
very cool album design.
Yeah, we actually, big ups to Clint at Mochi Corp for doing that for us. It came together straight away, and we're like, sweet, let's take it. So, yeah, all good.
Well, best of luck for the future, guys. And firstly, before we go to your new video, Light, is there anything that you would like to say about that bit?
That was probably the fastest shoot I've ever done. We did it all in about 3 hours, and Adam and the chick did their bit in about an hour beforehand. So it was the fastest video ever, and it came out really good. So, yeah.
Let's check it out. This is Audio Empire. Go get the album with Lights.